All right, Brennan, how's it going, man?
Doing good. How about you?
Cool. I'm well. Thanks for hopping on and doing this. Won't take up too much of your time. Why don't we just start with who you are, what you do, and where you are from?
Awesome. So yeah, my name's Brennan, and I'm based out of Nashville, Tennessee. And I guess I'm a producer. I'm doing mostly like alt rock and pop rock and CCM kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm a producer, drummer, all that fun
All the
stuff.
above. Cool. And an all around gentleman. Sweet. Well, hey, let's start with this, man. What were things like in your business before coming and working with us? I guess what obstacles were you facing? What problems were you trying to solve?
hmm Yeah, I think before I started with you, I had a relatively like steady flow of clients in my business since we're kind of chugging along, but it was all mostly just like word of mouth and referrals and like friends of friends and stuff. So I had like steady clients, but it wasn't like enough to keep me busy. And there was definitely like gaps in my calendar and like spots I needed to fill. So one of the big things I was hoping to do was just get more consistency with clients and also have some better ways to kind of get outside of my immediate network and meet more like strangers and distant people and kind of expand my circles and be able to work with more varied clients. And
Got
then
it.
also, I think I was charging way too low beforehand. I needed help figuring out just like how to charge more, whether that's actually like adding to services and doing things differently, or even just packaging different things differently, having like a framework to be able to lay things out and just have a process to be able to charge more. That's
Got
kind
it.
of the two big things I was struggling with and hoping to get some help with.
Cool. Yeah, and so then we worked together for a series of months there. And what are things like now? What were takeaways or big changes in the business that you notice now?
hmm Yeah, I think one big thing was just being able to increase my rate, which is partly I think a mindset thing, and also working together on like a sales framework. So if I'm talking to new clients, how to kind of walk through that process with them and talk to them, and also just be able to kind of package what I do more clearly. So yeah, I've definitely raised my rates pretty substantially over the last couple of months, which has been a lot of fun. Definitely been helpful. And as far as the other aspect, yeah, I think just being able to kind of get my name out there more on the marketing side and get in front of more people. And I've started to close more varied clients. I still have like the word of mouth and the referral stuff coming in, which is great. But also I'm starting to close more clients that are kind of strangers and outside of my network to really keep things more steady and consistent and kind of fill in all those gaps in my schedule, which has been awesome.
Perfect. Cool. Awesome. Well, sounds like you got what you needed.
Yep.
um, so there's obviously a lot of options out there that you could seek out help. There's other great producers in Nashville. There's programs, there's courses, there's schools. Why did you choose Dark Label as to help you with this? Why us?
Yeah, I think for me, it was kind of the obvious choice. I kind of been on the outside looking in for a long time. I think I found you on Instagram originally or on YouTube or something. So I listened to your podcast for a long time and watched your videos. So I'd already gotten a ton of value from like what you talk about before I even met you or worked with you. So to me, it was kind of the obvious choice to jump in and work with you because I knew I'd already learned so much just from the content you put out. I knew it would only be even more helpful kind of doing a more hands-on thing. And I also enjoyed just how like niche down you were. Because I've seen lots of people who talk about the music business in general. But the fact that you work specifically with like producers and stuff, it's helpful because you know the kind of problems that I would face specifically and be able to help me with those.
Gotcha. So proof for everybody: make content.
It worked.
Yeah, yeah, because you feel like you know the person before you even get on the phone with them, and there's
I
kind
was
of
pretty much sold on
yeah.
working with you before we even talked. So,
Right. Yeah. 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 That's the beautiful part about that approach. Cool, man. Well, last thing here is just any advice to other producers who may have been in the same situation as you know, and want to break out of that. What would you tell them to do outside of just, you know, you don't have to say hire Dan, but what would your real advice for them be?
hmm Yeah, I mean, I think definitely a big thing is getting help from somebody. I think especially like someone like me, I'm more prone to just want to kind of hunker down and do production and not have to worry about like learning marketing or business and all that. But I think that's obviously something you have to prioritize. So I think getting help from somebody, whether that's finding some podcasts to listen to or videos or working with a mentor or someone like Dan, I think just getting help on the business side of things and learning about marketing and all that is super valuable if you want to have a long career and kind of jumpstart things. I think also just getting going on stuff. Like I'm by no means, I don't think, an expert marketer or content creator, but even me just putting something out there has made a big difference, and just being kind of getting in front of people, even if it's not like the perfect content or the most high quality thing. I think just starting and doing something makes a big difference.
Cool. That'll be the takeaway from that. Like the perfection stuff, just do it. You'll get good at it later by doing it. Right. So I'm sure you've seen other folks that come in. It's like they want to have the content perfect before they do anything. And it's like, we don't even know if it's going to work. So like, we got to just do stuff. Right.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. Well, hey, thanks for doing this. I appreciate it. And I'm pumped for your success, man. You crushed it. And I'm proud of you for that.
Of course. Anytime. Thanks.
All right, man.